Hi everyone, Danielle here. I'm doing a solo playthrough of Explosion in the Laboratory. This is a game for 1 to 4 players and I will be playing with just me. Alright, so I have all the cards that we will need to set up. These are the process cards, so you just shuffle up this deck. Then you'll just put it somewhere in your play area. After that, you're gonna find these test tube cards. And these will be shuffled and placed face down until you need it. Next, you're going to grab all of these different cards and you're going to find the ones that fit your player count. So we're doing solo. So we're looking for the solo friendly cards, which are these 3. You'll see that on the bottom. So the rest of those type of cards are actually in the box. So they have more for higher player counts. We won't need those. The remaining cards are your flask cards. So these are your flasks that you'll be pouring your chemicals in. So we're going to organize these first, and you're going to look for the smallest circled number and have it face down towards the edge. So I have a 1, 2, 4. Yeah, so looking on the back, you also want to notice these circled numbers as well, and make sure that for each card you're showing the lowest number. So the lowest number on this one's a 4. So you're going to have the 1, the 2, and the 4. Alright, solo gameplay reference card. Then we have a compound guide which will help us figure out the turn phases and also how the compounds work. Okay, I'm going to just place my reference cards here. And then I'll place these out. And you really don't need to place it out if you don't want to save some space. I may change my mind about that. But you'll notice they are double-sided, so like right now you'll see some emptier looking flasks, but like on the other side you see some of them more filled up with different colors. And this one is actually another yellow flask in case you need it. So you know, laying it out is not necessary, I don't think. You can have it just in the deck and pick the flasks as you need them. So I think we'll get started here. At the beginning of the game, you'll draw a process card. You get to decide if you want to use the top card. So this one says polymer, draw the same chemical again. Or I could choose titrate, turn 1 beaker clockwise and 1 beaker counterclockwise. And these are the beaker cards. I'm going to choose draw the same chemical again. Alright, and I can use this during this phase. So that phase matches this icon called mixing components. The turn planning would be basically whoever is next to go. So I think we'll just move on to the mixing components. So I'll go ahead and shuffle this again. And then among these 3 beaker cards, I have to look for how many exclamation points are on the bottom edge of the cards. Right now there's just 1. So I will fan out these cards in my hand, and based on the number 1 of these exclamation points, I look for the card that matches that number. That's this one. Then I have to look at the numbers on the edges of my fan. I have the 3 and the 0. You add them up, 0 plus 3 is 0. You look at the 1 exclamation card, exclamation point card, and the 3 is a red. So that means I get to fill up a flask with a red chemical. So I'll grab this one as one of my 3 flasks, that I can grab this turn. And then I do this again. I shuffle. Again, I have just one exclamation point, so I will be using that one card again. But obviously now that I'm shuffling, the sum of those two numbers will be different, hopefully. So 4 on one edge and a 20 on the other. So 20 plus 4 is 24. I look at the one exclamation point card for number 24 test tube. The number 24 test tube is blue. So what I can do, I can add that blue into this flask and make a purple, or I could take a blue flask. I think I will make a purple. So I'll flip this card over, and here's the purple. That will get me 4 points. I can no longer mix anything into that. Okay, so I could decide to keep going, so I will. This is kind of a push your luck game. Alright, looking for the number 1 card again, since I have one exclamation point. That's here. We'll add up the numbers. We have a 5 and an X. This says basically you have to go into the next card. So let's look at that number. It's a 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Looking on the number 10 test tube of the card number 1. It is a red. So in that case, I will actually end up, as they call it, having an unstable mixture, because I'm not able to take another red flask. I've already taken it and there's only one. So unfortunately in that case, I have an unstable mixture and I don't gain any points. So the 4 points I would have gained does not allow me to be gained anymore, because I have now basically busted. Okay, I guess what I could have done is, use the draw the same chemical again if I chose to keep the blue, but that's okay. That's a miss. So I have 0 points. You count up your points when your turn ends. I have 0. So let me get a piece of paper and I'll write that down. So I'll be the top, and the AI will be on the bottom. I'm going to put 0. Okay, so because I had an unstable mixture, I get a consolation prize of drawing a new process card. So the top says neutralize, ignore the chemical that caused the unstable mixture, return to mixing. Nice. I think I'll probably choose that one, but let's see what the side says. Hypothesis. Choose a player to start with a chemical of your choice. That's not helpful in a solo game, so we'll choose neutralize. So we have polymer and neutralize to potentially use. Alright, so the AI will operate in a similar fashion. I'll show you how that looks. So they will go right into flipping these over and looking at the exclamation point. So we're still on number 1, the round didn't end yet. So we're looking at this card and we're adding up the numbers at the edge. 5 plus 3 is 8. So number 8 is blue. And then for the AI, you look at the next 2 test tubes. So 8, 9, and 10. So we're looking at blue, yellow, red. Blue, yellow, red means it gets the beaker with the most high value. So it's right now this is the purple. So they will get 3 points. So if you're able to actually have a mixture that matches one of the beaker colors, so in this case it will be the green, the red, and the purple, you will get the points listed at the bottom edge. They have 3 points, and that is the end of the round. So at the end of the round, because they did do this one, they have to turn it in the direction that the card is telling you to. So let's do that first. And then at the end of the round, we'll look at the edges. So this is a 9, a 2, and a 1. And you have to rotate the lowest number by 1. And that's it. That's one whole round. In each round you basically compare your points to see who goes first. The person with the least score will go first in the next round, so that's me. And let's see what I get. So we still just have one exclamation point. We always need to check, because as we turn cards at the end of the round, it may change that. Alright, so let's see what we get. So we're using the 1 card, and we're adding up x and 1. The next number is a 10, so 11. So 11 is a black chemical. We're okay that we got this black chemical. It is a wild, but only if it's the first chemical that you get in this round, which it is. So that means I could choose any of these flasks. And I think I'll choose the blue. And then when I do that, I'm going to use this polymer to draw the same chemical again. I'll draw a blue. Okay. And then I think after you use a card, it gets shuffled back into the process deck. It doesn't have a discard pile. Alright, and then I could choose to continue. Right now I have 2 points. I think I will continue. I have one more spot for a flask. Alright, looking for card number 1, put that 1 exclamation point, and it's a 10. And that is a red. So I could add the red chemical to this and make it into a purple one. So now I have 5 points plus 4, which would be 9, because if I stopped here, I would have been able to to activate this beaker basically. And I think I'll stop here. So that'll give me 4 plus 5, which is 9. So I'm at 9 points. Okay. So now we will go ahead and do the AI turn. And then, let's see. Alright. So, so what I needed to do here was turn it again. So now it's actually 2 because I had gained the points of this beaker. So there's 2 exclamation points, so I have to look at card number 2. We'll add up the numbers the same way. 20 plus 2 is 22. And they will be mixing red, yellow, blue. Looking at their card, red, yellow, blue is here. It's the same as before. So they will get the most points, which is this purple. So that purple is going to give them 5 points. So they have 8 points, and I have 9. So this says flip. So that's what it's going to do. It's going to flip. And yeah, things has progressed. So at the end of the round, 2 is the lowest number. So we're going to turn it. The AI is going to go first this round because they have less points. Just to see what they do. We have 1, 2, 3. So we'll use this card to determine the test tube. 20 plus 3 is 23. It's going to be a yellow, blue, black. So you kind of wrap around if it is 23. So yellow, blue, black. Looking at the scoring, the yellow, blue, black says it's going to score a green and the highest. So it's going to score 2 points and 6 points. So that's 8 points. Turn that, and turn that. So now it's my turn. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll look at card number 4. And we're adding up 20 and 3. So 23 on card number 4 is a yellow. I'll grab a yellow flask. Okay. Keep going here. And at any point I can choose to stop. Alright, flip over. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So looking at number 4, 21. Unfortunately, that is a black chemical. I will choose to ignore the chemical that caused the unstable reaction. So yeah, the unstable mixture. So I will play this card and I'll get back to mixing just to save myself. Shuffle this back in. Okay, shuffle this. And hopefully we don't bust again. Alright, so we're looking at card number 4 and adding up the numbers for 18. And it's a yellow. I think I'll go ahead and fill up this yellow. I'll keep going. Alright, card number 4 again. Looking at number 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. And of course, is another black chemical. So in the end, I don't score any points. So 0 for me. And that ends the round. So the smallest number here is a 5. So I'll keep going. Okay. So looking at these points, let's see who goes first. They have 16, I have 9, so I'll go first. And we still have 4 exclamation points. Okay, 4, and then 10 plus 1 is 11. We know that was a black one. So that's a wild, as long as you get it on your first chemical. Now get a yellow. Alright, I'll keep going. And let's see, card number 4, we're looking at 5, since there's an X. 5 plus 3 is 8. Blue. So I'll mix this into a green, because you can see what it becomes. So I had this yellow. I'm going to add a blue test tube. It becomes a green, which is on the other side. So I'll just flip it to make this right side up. So right now I have 2 points, potentially 5 points, because this was a green beaker that matches. And so I will keep going. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. We're looking at number 11. Oh no, this 11 is haunting me. I bust. So I get 0 points, but you know what it didn't do when I busted before is draw a process card. So I think I should draw again because I didn't do that, and I get to choose which side. And I think I will use titrate. Okay, let me close this curtain. There's no drip right in here. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe I'll also turn on this light. No, maybe not. Alright, and then formulate. Score 1 of your stars again. Or buffer. Increase or decrease the selected chemical value by 1. I think this could be useful to formulate, so we'll keep that one. Okay. And I think I want this a little brighter. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. So the AI will go. And they will look at the card number 4 and go to card number 5, the test tube. So it's a yellow, red, blue. Yellow, red, blue means they take the highest. So it'll be this, which is not good because unfortunately that ends the game. So they get 7 points, and that's a big loss on my end. I only have 9 points, and the AI has 15, 20, 23 points. So they won by a landslide. Anyway, I really like this game. Push your luck games are really exciting to me. It seems a little complex, I know, like all these colors, all of these different icons, numbers, and everything, but hopefully I've explained it in a way that you're able to grasp the overall gameplay. You know, this game could go many different ways. It could be a longer or shorter game, really depending on your luck, and also, you know, how the AI performs. But yeah, I really love this game. This is such a easy to travel game. It's like kind of like the same size as Orchard and Grove. But yeah, this will be one that I can easily bring out during a lunch break, which is always something I'm on the lookout for. Alright, let me know what you guys think of the game. I'm going to end my playthrough here, but I appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you all stay well. Bye.